Unmercenary Physician Thallelaios at Aegae in Cilicia and his companions, Martyrs Alexander and Asterios, commemorated on May 20th. The martyrs Thalleos, Alexander, and Asterios lived during the reign of Emperor Numerian, 283-284. The prefect Theodore of the city of Aegae in Cilicia sent soldiers out to search for Christians. They brought him an 18-year-old young man named Thallelaios. In answer to the prefect's questions, Saint Thalleos said, "I am a Christian from Lebanon. My father, Baruchias, was a military commander, and my mother was called Romilia. My brother is a subdeacon, and I am studying medicine under the physician Macarios. During a former persecution against Christians in Lebanon, I was brought before the prefect Tiberius and barely escaped execution. Now that I stand before this tribunal, you may do with me as you will. I want to die for Christ, my Savior and my God, and I hope to endure all torments with his help." The enraged prefect ordered the two torturers, Alexander and Asterios, to bore through the martyr's knees and pass a rope through the bone, and then suspend him head downward. But the executioners, by God's design, bored into a block of wood, which they hung up in place of the martyr. When the prefect Theodore saw that they had deceived him, he ordered that Alexander and Asterios be whipped. They confessed themselves to be Christians and glorified God, and so the prefect ordered them to be beheaded at once. Twice he attempted to carry out the execution and to bore through the saint's knees, but God's grace prevented him from doing so. Then he commanded that Saint Thalleos be drowned. Theodore's servants told the prefect that they had carried out the execution, but just as they finished their report, Saint Thalleos appeared in a white garment. For a long time everyone was numb with terror, but finally the prefect said, "Behold, this sorcerer has bewitched even the sea." Then one of his advisers, the magician Phyician, told the prefect to have the saint thrown to the wild beasts. But neither the vicious bear nor the hungry lion and lioness would touch the saint. Instead, all the animals meekly lay down at his feet. Seeing this marvel, the people began to shout, "Great is the God of the Christians! O God of Thallelaios, have mercy on us!" The crowd seized Phyician and threw him to the beasts, which tore the magician apart. Finally, the prefect told his men to kill the holy martyr with a sword. They led Saint Thalleos to the place of execution, where he prayed to God, and then bent his neck beneath the sword. This took place in the year 284. The martyr Thallelaios was beheaded at Aegae in the autumn of the year 284, according to others in May of 289, and received the unfading crown of martyrdom. Some monasteries celebrated the memory of Saint Thalleos on September 3rd, while others did so on August 23rd, the day on which he was brought in for interrogation. The relics of the holy martyr Thallelaios were placed in the church of St. Agathonios in Constantinople and have worked many miracles. Saint Thalleos treated the sick without payment, and for this reason the church calls him an unmercenary physician. He is invoked in prayers for the sick in the mystery of holy unction and during the blessing of water. Portions of the saint's holy relics are in the monasteries of Dionysiou and Constantinople on Mount Athos.
Ave Maria Stella